Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday morning. I'm out in the shop working on this blank. It's the one I wanted to turn for a video. You might have seen it in yesterday's video where I had it tubed and drying. Well, it dried overnight. Looks great. I'm in the process of putting some CA finish on it, and I am recording the process for a video. Let me show you what I have going on the other side of the shop. I don't want you to get too excited yet or get too critical because there's a long way to go, but I am prototyping a GISI blank. Now, if you want to know what a GISI blank is, go online and Google GISI pen blank, and they'll pop up. There's hundreds of them out there. There's a couple of problems with this one. This is not how they normally look, but like I said, it is a prototype. The problem I'm having with this one is, notice this line here, how it veers off to the right. That line should follow a theme and go straight up the center of that blank. It did not for this one, so I've got to correct that. I also, if you'll notice, my walnut was just a piece of scrap that I had, and it was not the same size. It was not a D-size blank, so it's a little thicker, but for prototyping, I don't really care. But what we need to figure out is how we can align those segments. That's important, number one. And number two, and these are all straight cuts, but still you got to figure them out. I've got to trim the side of this blank up to take these little wings off, and then I need to square the top of the blank. And that's not a huge issue. However, what's important is I want to be able to square it to fit different tubes. So you want to cut it at the right spot, because there's also a cut down here where you'll put a complementary color, say maple, and then a little pink piece on the end of it. You'll notice what I'm talking about when you look up the blanks. So there's a lot of work to be done, a lot of figuring to be done, and I need to add a little bit to my sled so that I can make these cuts on my sled, and it's kind of an all-in-one thing. I want one sled to be able to make this entire blank and make it quickly. So yeah, like I said, I got a lot more work to do on this. We'll probably make a couple of more of these today if I have the time. We're just going to experiment and see if we can't figure this out and get it working so we have a beautiful GISI blank. I just finished up the video on this blank. It looks amazing. I love it. One little issue that I had, which wasn't too bad, notice the gray bar right there? I wanted my clip to run down that gray bar, and I lined it up that way, but when I put it in the press, I guess I let it slip, and it just didn't run down the gray bar, but that's okay. I like the bands. The gray and the maroon are incredible together, and that's a beautiful pin kit. I got that from Nels and Debbie. That's one of their Monarch pin kits. One of my favorites. Transmission on those things is super smooth. Well, I've been working with this jig, and I came up with something here. This is some Delrin that I used, and it's not real pretty the way I made it, but it's extremely functional. This is a 30-degree angle, and I can put my pieces in there. These are two pieces that I cut at 30 degree. I put a little glue on them, and I stuck them in there, and I can let them tack up for a few minutes, and then I can remove them. And the glue will not stick to the Delrin. I can take a screwdriver or anything and just give it a little scrape, and it'll pop right off. That'll help me align those so that hopefully you can see they're aligned right with the middle line there. So when I do the next segment, I can just come in and glue right on top of this, and I can follow that line straight down. It should help keep everything in order and allow me to do my glue ups. So I'm pretty excited about that. That's gonna come in super handy. Don't remember if I showed these before or not, but these are the blanks that I made for the pattern that I'm putting together. And I hope I showed them, but just in case I didn't, as a matter of fact, I think I did, but they were still in clamps. And I've since taken them out of the clamps, and I've touched them on the belt sander just to take the blue ink and stuff off and make them look nice, for the photo opportunity, obviously. I was very careful not to put a lot of pressure on them, so I was hoping not to take them too far out of square. We'll see what happens when I try to turn one of them. Hey everybody, I've been busy for several hours gathering stuff up. I'm not including the heater or the thing of kerosene behind it, but everything else here is stuff that I need to get out of my shop. I bought it and I have never used it, and I'm going to be selling it. Those two tubs are packed with stuff. I just got done making a video of every item that shows the item and lists the price. I'll put that together, and as I get a little closer to Mid-Ohio Valley, I will go ahead and put the video out. Anyone who's interested, I'll be bringing all of this stuff, obviously minus the heater and the kerosene. All of this stuff is going to come with me to Mid-Ohio Valley, And or if you happen to be in the Evansville area and you want to swing by and pick it up, I'll do that. This is like a boot sale. I'm selling this stuff out of the trunk of my car. It's cash only. It's like a garage sale. So when you watch the video, if there's something you want and you're coming to the show, you can shoot me a DM and I will dog ear it for you. So you get first dibs on it. Otherwise, it's first come, first serve. And like I said, if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At the end of the show, before I come home, whatever's left in the trunk, the prices are going to start going down. So be sure to see me before I leave the show. You probably can't tell, but there's a lot of stuff missing from this area. I either threw it away, if it was no good, or if it was decent, I'm going to sell it. Haven't really done anything here. These are spoken for. These 4 boxes are spoken for. So I'm going to put those aside for a gentleman. Over in this corner, a lot of stuff has disappeared. I went up to the loft and got rid of some stuff. I went through cabinets, drawers. I went through my toolbox. I went through everything, and I'm sure there's more I need to get rid of, but I found a good chunk of stuff and I'm getting rid of it. Whatever, if you guys are interested in it, I'm offering it up to people who do similar work to what I do first. My wife and I are gonna have a garage sale, so whatever doesn't sell is going on the tables at the garage sale. I don't need this stuff in my shop. I don't need it in my life. I need the space. And I'd rather move it on down the road. And if somebody can use it, it's better that they have it than me. When you watch the video, there's gonna be a lot of stuff in the video. Some of the stuff you're gonna say, well, hell, this doesn't interest me. And some of the stuff is gonna be like, yeah, I need one of those. You know, so watch it, watch the whole thing, because there's gonna be good, there's gonna be bad. You know, everybody's interested in different stuff. Hopefully you'll find something you want. And if you're coming to the show, I'm gonna have it in my trunk. Bring cash and we will make a deal. Otherwise, if you're coming through Southern Indiana, you can give me a holler and I will be more than happy to meet you somewhere locally, and you know, we can make a deal. That's it for me, guys. It's still pretty early. You can see it's light out, but I've been out. I wasn't really supposed to be in the shop today, but I got out here this morning. I did a turning. I need to put the video together. I took some more photos for my shop jig that I was working on, to work on that PDF. I started to spend a lot of time on that, and I thought, you know what, I got to get the shop cleaned out, because this darn date in September, it's the 10th and 11th. It's getting here quick. I needed to get this done so that it's done. I feel pretty good about it. Now, if I find anything else, I'll just add it to the video. But yeah, I'm psyched. I'm psyched about the show. I'm psyched about clearing out some stuff. Hopefully some of you guys can use it. I'm psyched about my new blanks. I'm in a really good place right now. I'm really happy, a lot of energy, and I can't wait till the next time I come back out to the shop, because I'm gonna get back on that jig and start working on those Jitsi blanks. You stay tuned and you'll be the first to see what happens. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening, and I'll see you again very, very soon.